Joe Amorosino, President of the Lauderdale Beach Homeowners Association. It's been a long day. I was there this afternoon upstairs on another issue, and I want to thank Ms. Rodstrom for her support for our neighborhood this afternoon, an issue that came up that was very important. And I'm here again tonight because this is very important. I represent the Lauderdale Beach Homeowners Association in support of a new renewal contract for George Gretsas. But before I begin, I want to echo what Reverend Caldwell said at the start of the evening, a little better than 2.5 hours ago. He said, sometimes we think we have a problem, but it really pales to what other problems are that are out there. You know, I like to talk about where I came from. A lot of people talked about where they came from, what they did. I grew up in the streets of Boston, literally without a mother. I didn't know if I was going to see my 13th birthday. But if it wasn't for the Boston police, and the police that are here tonight that care about people, and we heard how they were the first ones to forego raises, that's who they are. I wouldn't be here today past the age of 70 if it wasn't for the Boston police helping this young kid get to his 13th birthday and have a good life. And I'm bothered by the divisiveness that's happening on this board. A year and a half ago, I came here to speak about another issue, and I complimented the board about this city being a world-class city. And I'm bothered by the fact that maybe it's crumbled a little bit. Now, we've heard a lot of positive information tonight about George and the work that he's done, and I'm not going to belabor the point. He epitomizes what honesty and integrity is, and he serves without looking for any personal gain. And he is a neighborhood manager. He cares about every neighborhood in this city. We saw it tonight with diversity coming up here. You don't see that in communities. Very diverse in favor of George Gretsas. His departments, all those professional people back there. The one thing that happened in my tenure, 3 years as president, 8 years as a vice president of my board, was the friendliness, the user-friendliness of this board, of right here behind us. All these professional staff members right here. Your Honor, I would like about 30 more seconds so I can finish up, if you don't mind. I really appreciate it. Respectfully would ask that. Okay. There was a time back when the police contract, and I know a lot of this stems from the police contract, that lingered. And Chief Roberts at the time called all the presidents of the associations. And he wanted to know if the image of the police department had been tarnished. As a homeowner president, did I see any changes? Did I see any morale problems? What was my take on it? And I said, not one bit. They're professionals. They come to work every day to do the job. Look at the way they've sat here tonight. That doesn't happen in other communities. They're professionals. And then we alluded to the fact of the city and what was the perception. Well, it's a civics lesson. We all had to take civics in high school. When I went to school 100 years ago, you had to pass problems of American democracy. This is what happens. And you know, things linger on. I want to finish up by saying, Mr. Mayor, you have a talented team here. The ball's on the goal line. You don't need Belichick to tell you to run it in. I think you got to pound it in there and give him the 3 years.